I am so excited to bring Alex on my show. She has a remarkable story and things that I have learned about her you need to hear because she definitely has something to say. Alex had her stroke 9 years ago, July, at 22 years old. She was living in Spain and she had her life planned out. And hey, Jenny, and I can tell you, I feel so thankful to get to know her, and I consider her a really good friend at this point. She is so remarkable. She inspired me a lot. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring Alex on the show. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, good, good.
How are things in London?
Yeah, good. That's a bit cloudy, but good.
Sunshine here, so I'm going to make you
Oh,
jealous.
oh, okay.
Hey, Jenny. So tell me a little bit about what you had planned for your life before you had your stroke.
I am planning to be a translator. I was pursuing my master's degree in translation, um, first year. Mm, I think.
That's okay.
um, Sorry. I love my notes, so I'm more comfortable with my notes.
Sure.
Um, I, I think translators are important because they make the link
Right.
between two languages. They enable to two people that don't speak the same language to yes. Um,
That allows them to talk and
yes,
understand each other.
yes,
So
and the
go ahead.
sorry. Yes, the Bible should would have been read by billions of people across the world if they didn't exist. So
Exactly. You were working at a five-star hotel, taking your master's degree. And did you like the work?
yes, I liked it very much. I like being in contact with people. Um, I like all everything.
You
I
know,
like my
it's fair to say that you're a people person.
yes.
Yeah. So tell me what happened the day you had your stroke. By the way,
Um,
people are saying hi to you all over the world.
ah, okay.
Say hi.
Hi, hi, David. Hi,
So,
Carlo.
yeah. So,
Um, yeah.
what?
I had it. It started. My stroke started in the night. When I woke up, I was fogged up, and I was really exhausted. And I look at my phone, and I decided to sleep again. Uh, I'm punctual. I'm very into my internship, so I go on time. But I really couldn't. I slept again. No, I slept, and later I don't know what time it was. I regained my senses.
Mhm.
Um, uh, I tried to stand up, and my arm, my right arm was tingly.
Mm.
I tried to stand up and I lost balance. I was disequilibrated. Um, so I I was going to the bathroom and I put my hand over the wall, on the wall, to keep my balance. And I've gone to the bathroom and I fall out, fall off.
You fell down.
I fell down. Yes.
Wow. How did
And
you communicate what was wrong?
sorry.
How
Again.
did you communicate what was wrong? How did
Uh,
you get found?
so I
How did you get found?
yes. The first person who has come back to our apartment, because I lived in a flat share, was a guy that found me like this, having my first seizure. Um, I am on medication now. That is stable.
Good.
Good. um, so it found me passed out. It dragged me into my room, into
Wow.
my bed, and I woke up again and on my bed, and I didn't know what happened, and I I lost consciousness, and I wake up again, but that time on the floor. I had my second seizure, my second violent seizure, and I threw up. I threw
You,
up,
mm.
yeah, and I wake up again on my bed, and I saw the boss,
The
because
boss
my
you worked for? The boss
sorry,
of the hotel you worked
yes,
for?
yes, the
What
boss
did
of the
he accuse you of?
hmm?
He
Yes,
accused you of being drunk, right?
yes, yes, because I was a bit I don't know how I was, but I imagine I was a bit like this because my neck um, was weak. My whole white part was weak. Um, and that's it. Without further investigation, he said, "Oh, I, I, I'm drunk."
Wow. So what happened now?
He called the ambulance. They took me in. They dropped me off at uh, drunk drunk tank. Drunk
Really?
tank. Yes, and
That's
uh,
unbelievable.
yes. I threw up 3 times, and I wanted to say I'm sorry, but I couldn't. A nurse took me a blood sample, and they found that I was having a stroke.
So they went from thinking you were drunk
Yes,
and locked in a drunk tank, and
yes.
then they further took a blood test and found out you had a stroke. What happened now? People are saying hello to you a lot.
Ah, hello, Randy. Wayne. Ah, je rêve, si.
So they took you to the hospital. Do you
Yes,
remember much of what happened at the hospital?
I remember being in my bed. Um, I was in. I was with a roommate, we were two in the room, and I saw my parents arrived at my room 2 days after my stroke. They were divorced. Ah, my
Mm.
my father, who took me around the pond, who in the rehabilitation center that where was a pond, and he took me around. Um, yes, so I saw my parents coming, and they were divorced since 2010, and they fell out since their breakup, since the end of their relationship. So that was a shock for me, because um, I didn't see them together since a long time ago, and I thought that was serious what happened to me.
Yeah,
And uh,
I understand. So your dad was a major help to you in supporting you and being there for you. Tell me about your relationship with your dad.
yeah, that yes, we go on. Wait, well, wait, go along. Well, um, I go and see him in his house in Le Mans.
Good.
That was, yes, often.
You know, did you have friends
Marcel,
did you have friends that stood by you?
yes, three of my yes, no, okay, that she the picture was taken in London 2 years ago in 2018. I met her in Montpellier. That's when I made my master's degree. Uh, uh, and we went along very well together. Um, and we are well
Great friend.
friends now.
Who's this?
Great.
Who's this guy's? I think your good friend
Yes, yes.
since
Who
high
didn't
school.
let me down. Sorry?
Since high school.
Yes, yes. And guy at the left, I met him primary school when I was 9 years old. Mm,
Wow,
9 years old. Yeah, that didn't let me down.
that's amazing. That's amazing. You know, one of the things I tell me about what the doctors said to you,
In the rehabilitation center,
or in the hospital, or anyway, what did they tell you the prognosis was?
in Spain, I,
Yes.
um, I was in a hospital of Almeria in the southeast. Um, he said to me it was because of my Tourette syndrome. Because my mother told him I had Tourette syndrome,
Hmm.
and she explains that I was I had a tick like that,
Yeah.
and my carotid, my artery, has weakened on and clack. They my broke, and um, clot has put inside the artery,
Yes.
and I was in a state of limbo during 24 hours,
Wow.
above 24.
Did they tell you that probably you weren't going to talk again?
Um,
They,
sorry.
did they tell you they
Uh,
weren't going to talk again?
yes, yes. 3 months after my stroke, my doctor, rehabilitation, no, rehabilitation doctor told me that I would never go back to the translation, to the university where laid down the translation sorry.
That's okay.
um yes, and I said no, no, no.
Were you?
I I had in my mind that I was going back to Montpellier and
Yes.
that I obtained my diploma with flying colors. And
Oh, so good. Were you depressed during this time at all?
I was depressed during 3 months, but then I had thought I was going. Um, ah, I was I went I went. Okay. um, I thought I was sure I was going to Montpellier to resume my master. And that was said me. That was my stepping stone.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's,
yes,
it gave you hope, it
yes,
helped you overcome the depression. For
yes.
me, the same thing I realized when I learned one word, the word was sock, I knew I could talk.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
Ah,
I knew I could talk.
ah.
So,
Good.
how did you get to London?
Um, I decided I will get to London in 2014.
Hmm.
Um, I went alone. I arrived in London alone, and sign up to meetup.com
Hmm.
for um, I subscribed to an event that was anti Valentine's Day.
Right?
Uh, so I went on the 14th of February on a bar, and I met my boyfriend there.
You did. So, how long have you been together? First meeting, and you've been in love ever since.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
amazing. Tell me how, when you met him, where was he from?
He's from Spain. He's from Barcelona. But he went to London to look for a job
And I
because
understand you have a beautiful little girl. Ah,
yes,
her name?
we 2 years and a half.
So
Sorry.
beautiful.
Yes,
So beautiful.
yeah.
So, how did you learn to talk? Tell me about the fasting and what you discovered about that.
Yes. At first, I started to diet on January of 2019,
Hmm.
and I realized that I recovered more many I Lois many more of my work in French. Yes. And I didn't make the connection between intermittent fasting and recovering more of my words um, until 1 week. 1 week after, I realized that was maybe the connection, and I look for some articles on internet, and I um, I found many articles that dealt about the intermittent fasting.
And how
And
did it enhance your life? Did it help you retain information? Did it help you learn
yes,
to talk again?
yes, that improved my short memory loss um, a lot. That's why I remember more words. And uh, before my recovery of my words, um, I I didn't know in which order should I put the word group, the group of words.
Mm-hmm. Me
So,
too.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
so bad.
okay.
I was leaving the verb tenses out. I would start a sentence, and in my mind, it made sense. But people
Yes.
were looking at me. What are you saying? you know,
Yeah.
uh, I believe that we can do anything. You know that, and I just been so impressed. So you speak fluent French, right?
Yes.
Say
But
something in say something in French.
I don't know. Euh, je sais
Say
pas.
something. Okay. And you speak Spanish
Yes. Better
better,
than English. Yes.
and you're learning Hindu, right?
Yes. I'm
So
learning.
I'm telling you, from the doctors saying you wouldn't learn again, you wouldn't talk again, you wouldn't read again, you wouldn't write again. All of a sudden, you speak French, you speak
Yes.
Spanish, you're learning Hindu, and we are working on your English, me and you together. And I
Thank you.
am so proud of you. Man,
Uh,
what a story.
uh,
What a
yeah.
story.
Yeah. Thank you for singing me exercises because it makes me improve a lot.
You know,
Mm.
I knew you were going to improve because you write notes just like I do.
Ah, yeah.
Write notes,
Ah,
write notes. That's the way I do it. So
yeah.
when uh, when you got your hands on the 9 squared grid,
Yes.
can you remember it?
Yes. NP, no problem. BHG, be happy too. Um, I,
IU,
T,
IU,
yes. I understand. PAM, please allow me. Um, uh, I see. I, I'm confident. Um, EPOMG, J is a easiest part of my job. Um, W, WA,
WEYT.
EYT, wouldn't wouldn't expect you to.
Right.
Um, I Yeah, yeah. W Y D M F A M M A F. Would you do me a favor?
Yes.
P T M N. Please say me no.
I am so proud of you. 2 weeks you didn't even know that, and you have
Yes,
learned some phrases, and you
yes.
have learned some bridges, and you had learned to connect the dots from one thing to another. Can you tell me some of the phrases you learned? I wills. Can you tell me about that?
Daily phrase affirmation.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, I will be goal directed every day. Um, I will pass. I will pass positive down and negatives up every day. I will be prepared to jump through the hoops. Um, um, I'm stressed out. That's
Well,
why. Yeah, to make our internal and external customers feel valued every day.
That's just amazing because um, when I reached out to you, I was inspired by you already, and I want you to know that so many people have inspired me, but you're one of them that inspires me every day. I look back and I said, man, this girl had her stroke. Is 22 years old. She had her life in front of her. She wanted to connect languages, and
Yeah.
she was so inspired by that. Your analogy of the Bible and the written word and connecting all of that. And I can't imagine having your stroke at 22 years old, but you didn't give up. You
No.
know, just so inspiring. So what's what's your goal? What do you use mindset and meditation and manifestation? What role does that play in your life?
Um, I studied the law of attraction
Mm-hmm.
um, one about 1 month ago. Uh, I it helped, helped me a lot
Yes.
during meditation because I was more positive. I was calmer, and
Mm.
I know that everything is gonna be okay. Um, and uh, and that's it. I know that every thought I have is gonna be coming from within in the
Exactly.
yes,
If you think positive thoughts, you plant them in your mental garden, it will
yes,
come to pass. If you plant negative thoughts, all you got is negative news. No
yes,
good. But you believe, I believe wholeheartedly that we have to manifest what we want. And we
yes,
have to feed our minds positive thoughts. Do you meditate every day?
yeah, every day, 2 times a day, one for the morning and one before bed.
So you get up and you meditate, and before you go to bed, you meditate. The same
Yes,
meditation or different?
no, it's different, different.
Okay. And
Uh,
why the difference for to take stock of your day and have a different meditation at night?
I saw videos that were before bed, so I took I took them, and I saw a video in which the guy puts a hand over his heart,
Yes.
and he said, when you put your hand over your heart, the electromagnetic energy grows.
Look at you.
Yes, and I felt it. I felt it, and every now every day I listen to him.
Good for you. I've been practicing guided meditation for about a year and 2 months.
Ah,
And I have never done that before in my life. It
ah,
brought me so much calmness and energy at the same time.
yes.
And when I got through with my meditation, what I learned was doing my practice, I got more out of it because I was in a calm state, but energized at the same time. It
Hmm.
just helped me learn.
Yes.
Did you find the same thing?
Yes. Yes.
You
I
know,
feeling the
go ahead.
Yeah. I feeling the same thing. I
I
I
believe you're much like me. You practice and practice and practice and practice again and again. I remember when I shared the 9 squared grid with you. So, and she said, you said, I'm going to go away and practice. So you did. About 4 hours later, you wrote me back, I'm exhausted.
yeah, yeah, because your grid is good, actually, because yes, the bullets and the phrase that um yeah that are links to um are good to me. That makes my mind work, and my brain works.
Right. It does it in such a way you have many things to learn, but
Hmm.
you have prompts to help you learn it. And I gave you some hand motions so you
Yes.
could say, and we worked on inflection, cadence, pausing, and all that. Um, Caitlin asked, "What can you send? What meditation you use?" So if you will send me the link, I will be happy to share it with my audience uh, later on down the road, and
Okay.
we can share that. I believe practice is a must. How much do you practice?
Uh, English or
French,
this?
English, Spanish,
Ah,
Hindu.
English. That's what I do the most now. Um, I do it every time I got the free time.
You do.
So, yes.
Do you think the little bridges I helped you with and the
Yes.
is helping you
Yes.
connect?
Yes. 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 Because
But
I saw the difference. Um, Before I couldn't make I I couldn't um I I saw the difference.
I think if you continue to practice this, and I'm going to send you a lot more grids. So, like our belief, our commitment, our
Okay.
desire. So, you
Yes.
learn that too. But the main thing you have to do is just be willing to talk in funny voices,
Yes.
Loud, sing, that engages the mind and activates your neuroplasticity and brings many ways to light that you can learn. It's amazing. The mind
Yes.
is an amazing thing. You love Dr. Taylor, right? Jill Taylor.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you read the book?
Yeah, I got it.
Yes. Oh, you got Stroke Rebel?
Yes. Is
Good.
downstairs.
Yes.
But I
So good.
didn't.
You know, when I first heard her talk, it inspired me so much.
Ah, Gilbert Taylor or
Yes, inspired me so much,
yeah, yeah.
so much. So, how much time do you spend practicing?
Uh, um, practice is the same thing. Yeah. Practice English.
Yes, how much time?
2 or 3 hours
Wow.
a day.
So you're like me because if I failed to practice, I would know that I can't get it any better. So it's this routine for me to practice. And I have my words all over the house. So
Mhm.
anytime I walk, I can say words. Like I will like work on like
Ah,
R words, resource, revitalize, and it will help me just pick a word and work on it. Uh, do you use text to speech?
no, no.
That's a really good resource, but I wanted to show you this. Do you know this?
Yes.
So I'm going to take myself off camera and hide my face if I can find it. Well, maybe I can't find it. Okay. So can you say the creed? I'm really excited.
Um,
I need to get okay.
yeah, I hereby promise to improve the quality of my life, to learn more, to love more, care more, share more, and risk more. I control my personal destiny, and I recognize if it is to be. It is up to me. This is the day in my life I summon the courage to face my fears and then and turn them into stepping stones of success. I will be the prisoner of nothing. I am someone special. I will live my life at level 10 every day, every time.
Without fail, no exceptions. That is amazing. I can't believe you did that. So
Yeah,
good. So good. Thank you very much for learning that. That has been a big part of my life. And moving forward, what are your goals?
my goal to help people with stroke survivors. That's why I made a channel, a YouTube channel. Yeah. Uh, I made a Facebook page, so I post positive sentences
Yes.
almost every day,
Uh,
and I post videos. I try to make one video every week. Um, yeah, that's my
and you
uh,
also written a book in French, right?
yes. Yeah. Wrote my book that it is titled to avoir un AVC à 22 ans. I did a stroke at 22 years, and I explain how did it happen and what are the um,
So you told your story so other people could be inspired by that,
yes.
and I'm so proud of you. You have two websites that you sell products. So you have made so much progress. I'm so proud of you, and
Okay.
I can tell you one. This is one of my friends. Carla said, "You're an amazing young woman. So glad we got to hear your story. We all have to listen to the rest later." So there, he got,
Thank you, Ella.
and her daughter has a stroke early age, and I think she was 22 or 23. She has had 37 surgeries. 37 surgeries. Amazing story. She's one of my best friends. I met Kayla at speech therapy. We become fast friends. So Carla and Kayla and are really inspiring as well. So you have these goals. You want to help people that have aphasia. Anything else that
Uh,
you can think of? I want to give you a chance to have your parting thoughts, but I want to take it back, if you don't mind. What was the worst part of having your stroke? For me, it was realizing that I was a speaker, I was a writer,
mhm.
and you were a translator, and all of a sudden to lose your voice
Yes,
is
that
like
was
everything.
the worst part. Um, like you, I didn't matter my body. I didn't was what was the most important was to recover my speech because before I was I made the uh, the life foot way of saying sentences. I was a great speller, um,
Me too.
and now I am a bit frustrated because
I'm going to tell you, I believe that you and I and everybody else that has aphasia, and I had motor apraxia in dysarthria. I got the big sweep, so not making it easy, but I believe we practice every day, we can get a little bit better every day. Because when I first started to write, I couldn't spell anything. It was so frustrating. And I understand, and all the people watching understand, because I could spell so good. I was a brilliant writer, and it took me forever to write one sentence. And I would write it, and I said, "Oh my God, I wrote a sentence, but if all the verb tenses would be wrong. I was saying have when I should say had. I was saying she when I should say he. It just
mm,
was mixed up."
yes.
So, how did you deal with that? How did you get by that frustration, by that depression, by that horrible thing when you think it's, I'm not going to get any better. How did you get by that to?
Um, I I never said I will not get any better. I thought I will succeed in reaching my goal. My
Good.
goal was to recover all the speech. Um,
You set no little goals. They had no magic to stir a woman's blood. So you set a big goal. That's fantastic.
mm,
And so when you held on to that hope that you would get better, that you could do the work, that you could be returned to your normal way of speaking. That's so inspiring,
yeah,
so inspiring.
I want that everybody to know that intermittent fasting is was a key for me.
Hmm. Talk more about that. I want to give you your parting thoughts. You can take as much time as you want. Somebody's saying French to you.
Ah, ah, okay. Thank you, thank you. Yes, little by little, the bird makes a nest. That
Okay.
means, um, yes, bit by bit, we are going to succeed in everything.
So
Uh,
little steps.
yes,
1% improvement every day. That's my philosophy. Just get
yes,
1% better every day. I can do that.
yes. Hmm. Mm, fa-
You can
intermittent
get your
fasting.
notes. You can
Yes.
get your notes. It's okay. I use it all the time.
Um, oh, yes, I t- I started a no, yeah, I started a diet in July 2019,
Hmm.
and yes, I spoke before. I spoke like Yoda, like but not in a poetic way. Mm, and that was horrible for me because I read books and I I tried to remember sentences that looked good to me, and I remembered quite well. But what 1 week after, then when go there was this was gone away.
Hmm. I had that too. Really.
Okay.
Yeah. I would read something that I wanted to hang on to,
Mm-hmm.
and I would try to remember it a week later, gone. So I had to restart and restart and restart. But it helped me, like you
Mm-hmm.
said about writing.
Yes.
You had to do it over and over again. You encouraged me the other day when I was stuck. I said, I'm stuck a little bit in my thoughts. I can't put it on paper. You said, I love that. You did. Just
Yeah.
do it again.
Yeah.
So makes so much sense. So thank you. I was stuck.
Thank you. um. Uh. I yeah. I said all I've written in my page. So um, I I'm fasting 3 days a week,
Okay.
3 or 4 days. It helped me a lot. Um, I
So
read
go
I
ahead.
read an article that said intermittent fasting could create even more neurons than we do every
Right.
day.
So the neurals fire faster. You can create. So let me make sure. How long do you fast? What's the process?
Yes. Okay. Um, I I start I start fasting at 2 p.m. I skip the dinner and I resume. I begin one more time in the at 6 a.m.
Okay. So you practice that 3 days a week.
Yes.
And what's the difference you found? You retain better, or do you write better, or do you speak better, or all three?
All three. All
Wow.
three. I'm more aware of my environment. I am. I don't know. I feel better. That's it.
That's perfect.
I feel better in my brain.
One of the things I haven't done that is yet, but I would like to know more. So maybe you can send me the articles you read so
Yes.
I can read it
Yes.
and I can share it with my audience. Um, I believe that there needs to be I'm starting an aphasia speakers bureau, and I want to have my story, your story, uh, Kayla's story, Gabby's
Mm,
story, Felisa's story, all my friends that I have met, we have something to say.
mm.
And
Yes.
we are, you're a real life hero to me,
Mm. Me too.
what you have done in the face of so many difficulties. And
Mm.
you turned in my creed, I said, I have the ability to turn my stopping stones into stepping stones. I've lived that for years. I wrote that when I was 21 years old on my birthday.
Ah. Okay.
And you are living proof that if you turn that stepping stone, your adversity, your scar into stars, that
Yes.
you
Yes.
can use it as a catalyst for something better.
Yes.
And it's
Mm.
just amazing to me. If you think of it, you went from Spain, had a stroke, 22 years old. You
Mm.
returned to university. They said you couldn't do it, but you did it. We went to London without knowing anybody, met
Yes.
your met your boyfriend in one night, and
Yes.
fell in
Um.
love.
I arrived at London the 6th of February. I remember, and I met him the 14th. But
Valentine's Day. That was my dad's birthday. Yeah, my
okay.
dad's birthday, and amazing that you two guys met up. I don't think there's any accidents. You and I were supposed to meet, and I can't wait. We're going to. I'm going to come over, and I meet David, and you meet your daughter, and we're going to go to the jazz club
Yeah.
and listen to some jazz. And I can't wait till I have a chance to come over. They got to clear me to fly, but I think it was pretty much. What meds do you take for your seizure?
Ah, I take Kepra also. And I take lamotrigine.
Okay. So that answers your question, Jerry. He's a great guy. You know Jerry. I That's my bud, Jerry Wald. He's amazing, and he's so good. So, in parting thoughts, if you had to take one thing that you think of it that motivated you, it was just the ability to speak again. That's what motivated me. But what's your primary motivation these days? Hello? Hello? I seem to have lost her. Can you log back in? Well, I seem to have lost her. I'm trying to get her back. If you can, Jerry, if you can let me know if you can hear me, I think. Let me see if I can find you again. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm so glad because it froze and we weren't able to say goodbye. So,
Yes.
Alex, thank you for everything. You have meant the world to me. I just want you to know I look forward to our talks, our chats. Uh,
Yes.
we on two separate time zones, but
Yes.
I'm always chatty when you want to go to bed. So I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Thank you.
Okay. True.
If you got anything else you want to say, give
Don't
an
give up.
encouraging word to our audience.
Yeah. Don't give up. We are all miracles for the doctors, and that's it.
You know, we can't give up.
Yeah.
We can't give up. When we give up, we have no way to get better. But I believe we're all miracles in our own right. We all have our stories to tell. And I believe that the funny thing is when I had my stroke, I have made more good friends from the stroke community than I had in my entire life. And so inspiring, so much things to be counted on. We can do anything. I believe that. And I thank you. Lawrence said, Bo said, thank you, Alex and Paul. Great show. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Loris.
And Paul said, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you,
Yes.
Paul.
And Jerry said, life is a gift, not a game, right?
Exactly.
And Brad said, never give up. Man, you got a lot of fans out there, Alex. And so good. So thank you. And until next week, I always say this: be blessed, be grateful, and may the speech be with you. You never know when it's going to be taken away.
Yes.
But don't take it for granted. You can do anything. I believe that. Have a level 10 week
Yes.
this
You
week. Me too. And you say this for me?
I may the speech be with you.
Yes. And hope is on the way.
Oh, hope in on the way.
Okay. It's that time.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Bye bye.